All right, please keep me anonymous. I've been with my man for 3 years now, and we have a kid together. I'm 21 years and a chubby lady. I love this guy so much, but this man is always throwing insults on my face anytime we have a conversation in the name of he is angry, though he still does it when he is not angry. My parents of late don't support our relationship because he and his family haven't done the necessary rights for me and my baby. He cheats on me at will, but doesn't want me to feel bad, so he hides his phone all the time. He did it, and as a young girl, I thought it's wise to cheat on him too, which I regret doing it, and he found out and made a big deal out of it. I feel he lives guy man life out there, but is always claiming not to have money. He helps me with diapers and food once in a while. That is if I ask him for it. Fast forward. My family wants me to go in for a new guy, which I'm scared of because I feel I'll go through hell like I have gone through with this guy. I love this guy and he wants to propose marriage to me, but my instincts always tells me to reject it, whilst some part of me wants him. I need a life for myself and I want to continue my education so I can care better for myself and my baby. He doesn't help take care of the baby much, but has refused me from working till my baby starts walking. I'm tired of struggling. It hasn't been easy for me. I want to live a happy life too. What do I do? He has made me lose confidence in myself with the way he complains about how big I have become after birth. I'm tired, but I am afraid of meeting a worse version of him out there. Mind you, this is a guy that if I decide not to call, he won't either. He does when he needs airtime or money. Doesn't take care of me nor his child, but has money for parties, claiming his friends pay for him. He only treats me nice or calls me pet names when I have money, and he finds a way to take all my money to leave me with nothing. What do I do? Please help me.
Yeah, because you've seen all the red flags and you are coming to ask for help.
Maybe, I think maybe she's scared of how do you call it?
Single parent.
Exactly, like let's say the child. But I feel like when there's a law back in it, so she should maybe ask for, I don't know,
but I think
support or whatever.
Yeah, but I think she highlighted the fact that it's not like she's scared of taking care of the child because she's actually doing it, but she's actually scared of the fact that trying another guy, she will meet the worst version of the guy that she is with. So one way or the other, she's found comfort in the discomfort that she has. Okay.
Okay. No, but then that also comes to that. Like, let's say the kid growing up more or less like without a father, because you've taken the father out of the picture. Because the father is a deadbeat dad. Let's say.
Right.
So you've taken him out of the picture. It's like the kid is, my mom,
Yeah.
So maybe that's what she's also scared of, because she doesn't want to take the dad out of the kid's life, even though maybe he's not looking after the kid. You understand? So maybe that's why it's also creating that comfort in that discomfort. You understand? So, it's just dicey. I don't know what to do, because it also, from what she wrote, you could see that there's also a level of, I wouldn't say love, but like likeness.
She stated, says she loves the guy.
And then she's
and at a point where the guy is even proposing marriage.
But she was thinking of saying no. So if you love the guy and he's planning to propose, why are
a part of her wants it, a part of her doesn't want it.
You should just trust it. You should just trust. She should just. That's
why I watch you, no? That's why I watch you, no? Oh.
I want to.
The way I want mom never say routine, faces so straight.
No, I like it like this.
Because all this okay.
So
the audio listeners, she made a grammatical error. So she's wearing the hat. So come on YouTube and come and watch.
What was I even saying? She should trust her instinct, right? Because here lies the case. This guy is not going to help you. You get it? And you don't wish to spend your life with someone who can't add up to your life. And you can't live forever. You can't spend forever with such a guy.
Right.
Yeah, so
just choose her poison and just.
She shouldn't think that I can never move on. Sometimes we make wrong decisions thinking we will never get anyone if this person lives our life.
Mm-hmm.
But try your possible best because you are still young and you have a couple of people to talk to, know their mindsets and all that. So yeah, just explore.
Okay.
Hey, just explore.
Yeah, he's still young. So
at what point do you have to get out of a relationship?
At what point?
Because once I read this story, you guys were like, why are you?
Yeah,
like, you see all the red flags.
Yes,
like,
because
but at what point does one need to realize that they need to get out of that relationship?
Okay, so let me take it like this. You know, like if you keep on complaining or going over the same problems over and over again, and there's no level of change or there's no middle ground being found, then it becomes an issue.
Right.
So it's like, I believe, like say, if there's an issue, you guys talk about it, 1, 2, 3, there should be some improvement.
Right.
So if at that point there's no improvement and you don't see any sign of it changing soon, then you already start thinking of jackpotting.
Right.
So I think that is where I can't like pinpoint like, okay, 3 months, 6 months, no, because everyone's story is different. You know, so let's say if there's an issue, we talk about it. Okay, 1, 2, give it some time because I believe, you know, everyone deserves a chance. So we just give him time, like first chance, second chance, third chance, and if still there's no, then that means it's not going to. So we just have to start thinking of, you know, going on to the next.
Yeah, I think what Ivan said, there are some people who are willing to make changes.
Okay.
We have to get people who will be on the same page with you.
Okay.
And if there is one thing going on and you keep complaining and this person is not willing to change, I think, well, number one, it drains you and it also stresses you.
Or a lot.
And you don't want to be with someone who is like that, like drain you emotionally and mentally.
Yeah.
So such person, you just have to let him or her go and just be yourself. Yeah.
You know, when it comes to like getting out of relationships, when you realize like at this point they have to get out of the relationship.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you know, you end up like, it's like, am I thinking like the general youth where according to say we don't have the capacity to wait for results. Nevertheless, what's meanwhile, you are still not seeing results. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you kind of turn out to be like, according to say, most of the time they say our generation, we don't have patience like how our mothers and fathers had that type of patience.
Yeah.
Because they can be in marriages, be in relationships, and they are going to hell, but they are still there. Let's not even talk about marriages. Let's just talk about relationships. Do you understand me? They are still there because, according to say, they didn't have options or stuff like that. But it's more than just having options or not having options. Because truth of the matter is, Charlie, the grass is not greener on any side.
True.
Do you understand me? But when you get into a relationship and there's a constant repetition of things that has been talked about over and over and over and over again.
And you keep doing them.
And the person keeps doing it. And the person,
tiring.
oh, me there's an amity.
That statement bothers me.
Oh, it piss me off past. Like, if you tell me, say, Sana Otia, then you are not ready to unlearn what is not working for the relationship. Because this is what I believe in. We all need to be our 100 in a relationship. Okay. But the 100 that they take come on. I'm not perfect. Neither are you. So when you tell me, say, oh, Enoch, maybe when we are having a fight, how you talk to me, I don't like it. That is where I need to start learning how to talk to you when we are angry. But the moment you tell me, say, oh, and another thing, the moment I tell you, say, and so you say, before the bad, that means you're not ready to work on yourself to make the relationship work.
Yeah.
You understand me? So that is why I believe, say, people, when they tend to be dealing with the things that they deal with in a relationship, the moment they want to get out, now I say the partner will probably, like, because if I'm in a relationship, you tell me, say, you want to get out, I'll be like, you're not giving me grace. You're not having patience for me. Can't we make this thing work? But I'm not taking accountability for the wrongs I'm doing. I'm not thinking about, say, you can't contain me forever. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So because I feel, say, most of the time, it makes us stay in toxic relationships, stay in a relationship we know, say, Charlie, this relationship, you know, will help, but we are there.
And one reason people stay in toxic relationship can also be manipulative ways, because
manipulation in general. Yeah. I like that. Why are you doing this like that?
Why you going? Because it's like, you know that these are the words that if the woman says or the man says, is going to bring him or her back, or is going to make him stay in the relationship.
Facts.
So I'm going to use that word to cage him or her.
Facts.
Or let me just use him as in general. I'm going to use this statement to cage him. So in that instance,
but the him or her was the general one.
Yeah, but the him, I'm just using
because you are a woman, you don't want it to look like LGBT.
So the him will be just general based. Yeah, some more hamio.
Yeah, but him or her. But that was the general one. But I understand you too, also. Yeah.
So I just want to use the him.
Right. Yeah, just to sound more way. Yeah.
So those words that I will use, it will make you stay and you have nowhere to go. So even if you are misbehaving or you are fooling around and you, the man or the woman, you want to leave, I have what to say, because those words get to your weak points.
So you know my weakness.
I know your weakness, right, which is also number 2.
And so you are using my weaknesses against you.
Against you, and it will trap you to stay.
So you might think that
I'm so much in love with this guy that, or this lady that I'm not able to leave, and I can't leave.
So that's where you tend to gaslight yourself.
That is it.
Why
you doing that? You are showing yourself saying all these things.
Oh, no. It's not about
and we have to also learn that relationship is about growth. It's about learning each other. You get it? I hate to say, you are growing.
Yeah.
Until there are certain things maybe you won't know, but I have to teach you.
Okay. You learn from each other, basically.
We learn from each other.
Okay.
Because relationship is not like you are fully on your own. That's meaning bibia. You get it? Because like the case, you didn't know the person from the scratch,
right,
or from childbirth. When you know our baby shiano. So there are certain things that you have to. So you have to take these things into consideration. Is this something that I can deal with? If you can't deal with, communicate with the person. These are the things I can't deal with. Why don't you work on it? Where the learning and the growth comes in. So I tell you what I don't like. You also tell me what you don't like. And we come together to work on it. If you are someone that you are already grown, you are like, I know my rights. There is nothing you can tell me which will change anything about me. And I don't think relationship is good for you.
Okay,
true.
But do you also think or believe that maturity also plays a role in everything that you just said?
Yeah, maturity plays in a role in relationship aspect as well.
How?
You get it?
Can you elaborate further for me, please?
Well, maturity in how you talk.
Okay.
The way you talk, I will know that is this someone who is future oriented.
Example. Fatu was saying. Yeah.
Is this someone who is
future oriented?
Yeah, future oriented. And does he think about only today, or also thinks about tomorrow as well?
Okay.
You get it? And is it someone who doesn't only base maturity on age?
Okay.
You get it? Because we have some people that in relationship, they are like, I'm older than you.
Okay.
Fact.
So if I tell you this, you have to do it.
Okay.
You have no say. But when it comes to maturity, there is nothing like age. you can bring your opinion. I can also bring mine.
So one way or the other, you are more or less like the type that can go in for a guy who is younger than yourself, based off his.
Are you sure?
The reason I'll go in for a guy who's older than me is my friend is say I'll speak in Chi.
Feel free.
Wabo abrabona could do baby. I say who BB. You get it?
Okay.
We do baby. I to say menya but not nina, not everything.
So like experience
wise, you get it. Okay. But let me say a guy who is younger than me, I feel now on all four actually.
But don't you also think that there could be someone who is young but has seen it all than someone who is older who has seen nothing?
Well, with that one, I would say
there is, but the probabilities are slim.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
because even if you are older, you get it, you will still go to Obia the age in the war wake a crap for coaching.
I don't really agree to that.
All right, I understand where B is coming from.
Let me use you and your dad as an example. May person me make a statement based on age. Or say sometimes there's decisions that you make, you have to call your dad for advice. Oh, dad, maybe
yeah.
Because you think that what papa dear what we do what that.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Compared to,
do you know what you're talking about? You're talking of wisdom. You're not talking of maturity.
Exactly.
That is what that is because you all can't get papa now. Anyway, you are coming from a place of wisdom.
Oh, okay.
And wisdom comes with age.
Yes.
And of God.
True.
You understand me?
Yeah.
But maturity comes with experience.
But so because from what you
and learning, you get my point.
If that be the case, then guys should also go for ladies that are older than them.
Really?
I'm just saying,
based on what you're saying. Exactly. In reality, we are not supposed to do that though. But if we are just basing on what you're saying,
then that means that I also have to go in for a sugar mommy because she has more experience. She's up the ladder, so she will coach me. Yeah, of course. But then I'm just saying that to say this: age shouldn't stop you from dating someone who ticks your boxes.
Right.
True.
Yes, the person has ticked all the boxes, but then the only issue is you are older than the guy. That shouldn't be the reason. Now we could see a little bit of change. You know, we see women dating younger guys. I'm not saying that that's their preference. I'm not saying that is how it's supposed to be, but that shouldn't be the main standard.
Maybe that preference is helping them in their relationship. So
yeah, but then I feel like the way the world is moving.
I personally believe like relationships and how they work. Every relationship comes
dynamic.
with a different dynamic.
Yeah. But the foundation is the same.
Foundation is the same.
Yes.
But this is what we need to understand. No. It's not foundation. I don't think the foundation.
The foundation is the same.
Relax. Foundation is
on the floor before you came.
No. Oh, finish. I go come out.
Talk.
Okay.
I forget.
So literally, I believe that every relationship has its dynamic. The fact that it has its dynamic means to say the foundation was built by the couple.
Yeah.
Okay. But we have a general rule for relationships. Okay. And yes, a boss are rule. A boss are rule. Do you understand me? But when you create a dynamic, that makes it perfect for your relationship to work out.
I remember. Okay.
It's good for you guys. Do you understand me?
I'm saying the foundation is the same because we all have different expectations for our relationships.
Okay.
It's like building a house. If you are going to build a story building and whatever, let's say, even people nowadays, people build the foundation will be for a story building, but basically, just for the longevity of it.
Yes.
Maybe in future, easier, man.
Yes.
So it all depends on what we want from that relationship. But then the base, like you said, the general rule is going to be applied.
The general rule of thumb is
so that is when the dynamics is going to change. As in, maybe you are in just for a short term others are in for the long term.
But
because we all go in relationship for
long term.
Maybe the person will bring a girl, no?
Yeah.
I think a girl na yes. Will bring no be a girl with.
So something long.
But the way I'm a brain now, let me just go in a relationship and just have fun and just bounce.
But do you think changing the natural rule of like how a relationship is supposed to be, like the dynamic of it, you know? Do you think in the long term it tends to affect the relationship? Say, for example, under normal circumstances, we know the man is the head of the family.
Yeah.
Okay. Those who are going to be triggered is because you're a feminist. Now, being the head of the family.
Equality.
Let's talk reality. Let's talk facts.
Now, we know that the rule of thumb or the general rule when it comes to the dynamic of a relationship or a family, you know, the man is the head. So when it's changed, do you think in the long run it can affect the relationship?
No, I don't think it's going to affect the relationship in the sense that now the world is changing.
Okay.
1, 2. We see a lot of previously, you all can attest to the fact that our forefathers like to marry from not the same, but then like as in obi omunim no. So you know, it's like someone that already they align, they align with whatever they believe in. So it's like the same soup, you know. But then now we see a lot of intercultural marriages or intercultural relationships. Reason being that
I cry. I'm a worry free outside of Ghana.
Yes, so
I remember
my headache.
So that goes a long way to prove that people are doing it and it's working. They are married, having kids, and I mean, from the onset, of course, there's going to be a culture clash because you don't expect an European to think as an African. Some of them have never been to Africa before.
Yeah.
So they don't even know how, sometimes they even get surprised about how we see things. But when you talk to them and you let them understand that it's because of this, and that, and that. And then, here too, like what he said about them.
Hey,
the rules are starting, you know.
No, like because like the way he started and said that the man is supposed to be, or the man is the head of the family. Over here is different. Because it's 50-50. You bring, I bring. You understand? So if I'm coming and I'm stressing myself trying to be the man of the family, cool down. I'm here to support you. You know, so it gives you a different, energy and perspective when it comes to these things. And then, you know, when you try and understand yourself and stabilize everything, making sure there's no culture clash and things like that. Yeah, everything is supposed to.
Basically, it's based on how the person was being brought up or raised in a home.
As in the African or the
African
or just general.
Of course. I mean, it all comes down because we have people who, from the onset, they say that, hey, media, I am not going outside of here to marry, or you know.
Because let me say, in African home or African house, that would be like you were brought up in a home whereby your dad was the one who was solely catering for the family, like. It's on the table.
But that's the norm now.
And American in African homes. Yeah. And growing up, that's what you were seeing. And that's what people in our culture.
Yeah, that's what you're used to.
That's what you were used to. And you grew up with it. No one came to tell you, say, this is what, when you get married, it's going to be, you have to support your husband as well. If your husband if your husband brings out pocket money and you think, say, this, and all that, and you think you can support, just go ahead and do it because you all are into this. You've become one in the marriage. So, why are you looking at me like that?
No, finish.
You've become one in the marriage, so you have to help your husband to also provide for the family as well. It shouldn't only be the man. And if that person didn't get such individual to put that kind of mindset in into a brain, or try to make some kind of mistake, no, I can't just say
Jesus Christ. Kasa.
That person is still going to grow up, and it will be like a day if the man didn't provide, there's going to be a conflict in the house. Why didn't you provide? You are the man, you are supposed to provide. And biblically, that's how it's supposed to be. A man is the head of the family. You have to go and work and sweat and bring to the home. You get it? So that kind of traditional African mentality, it didn't not dream. And this is someone who is not willing to change the mindset. Okay. You get it? Yeah. If you get someone who understands the real facts of marriage.
I don't know who say entity.
A entity.
Okay.
It will be hard for you to. So it will be very hard for the person. And that person is not willing to learn. Like a very difficult man is so because I quite to say many woman and Uncle Fashe and Baufienim. My mom and dad are doing well. Even though it was only my dad who was providing for the family, they are still doing well. So why can't you also? And see, I quite to say there will be a comparison between the man, and the dad.
All right.
So if my dad has been able to do it and they've survived, then why you, the man? Why can't you do it?
Yeah. So it's like a power comparison.
You have to do it for us to also survive.
But why is it that when
that will be the last question?
Yeah, why is it that when there's an issue? I'm asking you this because you guys like to make comparison like that.
When there's an issue,
like let's say in a relationship or in marriage, or say, now sister I say like whenever there's an issue, I've realized that with a lot of like African.
It's because we don't cut our coats according to our size.
All right, beautiful people. Thank you for staying through with us. This was the part 2 of this week's podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Today I'm here with our boss man,
Ivan the Chase,
and our
Adepa Benis.
Thank you for the way so sweet. Subscribing to YouTube channel, no?
Yeah, very important.
Yeah, very important.
The audio for non
French channel.
Je m'appelle à la maison.
Subscribe au French.
Les subscribez à domani.
Travis for president.
French and Italian.